Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Dying Scene Record Radar, presented by Punk Rock Radar. I'm your host, Dylan. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. This is a weekly series where I talk about new releases uh, in the world of punk rock vinyl and other things like that. Lots of cool stuff to talk about this week. Up first, I want to give a quick mention to the sale that's going on the Punk Rock Radar web store, as well as the Cat's Claw Records web store in the UK. All week, get 30% off your entire order. Anything, records, t-shirts, anything that's on the store, 30% off. All you have to do is use the code CATS, C-A-T-S, 13, the number 13, at checkout. You get 30% off your whole order, and that's through Saturday, August 19th. No shortage of awesome releases on either web store, so you won't have a hard time filling your cart with stuff to get a deal on. Next up, new release. One of the few new releases I'll be talking about this week. Pretty cool compilation LP from Pure Noise Records. It's a series they do. I guess it's called Dead Formats. I had not heard of this before. This is the second volume, and it features bands on the Pure Noise roster covering like pop and rock songs. So a few that stuck out to me on this one, Less Than Jake covering the Kinks, and the Bouncing Souls covering In the Dark, which I had to Google what that is. It's a song by Billy Squier. So if that sounds cool to you, pick that up. They got 3 different color variants. My favorite one is the one I got on the screen here, the orange and black splatter. They're all on the Pure Noise web store, so you don't have to chase them down at different exclusive retailers or anything like that. All right, next up, the first of many reissues this week that got announced. Rancid, the self-titled debut album, 30th anniversary reissue. And Epitaph surprised me. They didn't go all out with the color variants on this one like they normally do. There's only 4, which is still a lot, but I mean, Epitaph would normally have like a dozen for something like this, so that was a bit surprising. All right, another reissue, 20th anniversary reissue, the Riverboat Gamblers, their second album, Something to Crow About. 3 variants of this one. There's black, white, and gray. And the gray is limited to 500 copies as well, but it's exclusive to garageland.net. So if you want to grab those, link in the description to dyingscene.com, along with everything else I'm going to talk about in this video, links to where you can buy the records. Another reissue. We keep going with the reissues. This one's more like a repress than a reissue. But a great album nonetheless. Face to Face, Don't Turn Away. This really hasn't been officially announced, but I've seen it popping up in a lot of places, mainly Amazon, but also a lot of other e-commerce type retailers. There's no mention of a color variant or anything. A few months ago, Fat was supposedly selling this pink color variant at their merch booth at festivals and stuff, like the Punk and Drublic Festival. And from what I understand, it's an indie variant. So there's a lot of people saying that most likely the reissue that's popping up on Amazon and stuff that's listed with a October 13th release date is the pink vinyl. All right, another repress, not really a reissue because it just came out a few years ago. Newfound Glory, their cover album, From the Screen to Your Stereo 3. This got repressed by Hopeless Records. It's on gold vinyl. It's a 7-song 10-inch. And cool repress from Thousand Islands Records, the kings of skate punk. They got a repress of Adrenalized, their second album, Docet Umbra. Sorry if I mispronounced that. This is back in print. The album came out in 2010. It was released on vinyl the first time in 2015 by Bird Attack Records, which does not exist anymore. So Thousand Islands has taken it upon themselves to repress it, get it back in print. There's 3 color variants. They're all really nice. They all match the cover art. Teal, pink, and gold. They're all limited to 100 copies each. I guess technically our second new release of the week that we're talking about. This is another pronunciation that I'm probably gonna get wrong. It could either be PQ, or QQQ, or Pew Pew Pew. One of the three. This is a band that's been around a while that has a very recognizable name, but I've never attempted to pronounce it in the public light, so this is my best try. They got a new album coming out. It's called Sick Days. It was recorded by and produced by Pete from the Bouncing Souls at his recording studio in New Jersey. The first single is streaming now. It's called The Dumbest Thing I Ever Done, and the record comes out in September on Stomp Records. And as far as I know, there's two color variants. There's a white and a blue variant. Alright, and back to some reissues to wrap it up. This week we got Finch, their debut album, What It Is to Burn. This is getting a 20th anniversary reissue. There was a first pressing of the reissue. It was 2,000 copies across a few variants. It sold out, so the label is doing a second pressing. Again, 2,000 copies. The color variant looks real nice. But yeah, I'll probably sell out. This is a very popular album. I'm not really into emo, so I'm going to skip on it. But gotta respect Finch. And last but not least, so this was an album that I was pretty into for a while. Set Your Goals. This Will Be the Death of Us. But yeah, this is... I've not heard from Set Your Goals in a while. I think they broke up, but this is a pretty cool album. It's kind of like that bro-y hardcore pop punk shit, but I like this record. Smart Punk Records, they have an exclusive color variant. I haven't seen any others, so I guess this is the repress of this, and it's on this blue with a red splatter. It's limited to 500 copies, so if you got a hankering for some Set Your Goals, head over to Smart Punk and grab the reissue. But yeah, that'll wrap it up. Like I said, guys, anything you want to buy any of these records, link in the description to DyingScene.com. In my Record Radar column on there, it has links to where you can buy all the records, check out singles from the new releases, things like that. And then also we'll have links down to the Punk Rock Radar and Cat's Claw Records web store in the description as well, so you can hit up the sale that they got going on. But thanks for watching, everybody. Probably gonna skip on the video next week. It's my birthday next weekend, so probably no Record Radar next week. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.